I'm Sushila Shukla. I shall teach you all poetry students. I welcome you all to Saket online classes. Before starting the lesson, I would like to request you all to like, share and subscribe our channel if you like it. Please don't forget it. Now, the poem which I am going to teach you all today is an introduction written by Kamla Das. An introduction written by Kamla Das. First, I shall tell about her life, her work. Kamla Das is one of the most significant Indian poets. She is one of the most significant Indian poets who wrote in English. She was born on March 31st, 1934 in Malabar in the state of Kerala. She was born on March 31st, 1934 in Malabar. In the state of Kerala. She was a South Indian. Her real name was Madhvi Kutti. Kamla Das' real name was Madhvi Kutti. Her love towards poetry began in a very early age. She had a great love towards poetry from the very beginning of her age, through the influence of her great uncle. Her great uncle, he used to write, he was a writer. All the time he was busy writing books from morning till night. Seeing her uncle, she was very much influenced by him. And she thought that he had a blissful life. He had a blissful life. Kamla Das was also affected by her mother. Her mother, she was a poet. She used to write poems. So she was affected by her mother also. Her mother's name was Nala Balamani Amma. She was privately educated until the age of 15. She was in the beginning educated privately. She did not go to school. She was educated in the house itself till the age of 15. She was then married to Madhav Das. At a very early age, she was married to Madhav Das. She did not have a very happy life, married life. Her husband, he was overaged. She did not like him and she did not have a happy married life. At the age of 16, she had first son. A son was born to her at the age of 16. There was a great age difference between her and her husband. He often encouraged her to associate with people of her age. She was not satisfied with him. They all the time quarreled with each other. They did not have a happy life. So her husband always encouraged her to associate with people of her own age. She got many awards also. She had received many prizes and awards. The PEN Asian Poetry Prize, Kerala Sahitya Academy Award for Fiction, Asian World Prize for Literature, Kendra Sahitya Academy Award. These were her awards which she got. Next, her poetic collection. Her poetic collections are Summer in Calcutta, 1965, she had written. The Descendants, 1967. The Old Playhouse and Other Poems, 1973. Collected Poems, 1984. The Best of Kamla Das, 1991. And Only the Soul Knows How to Sing, this she had written in 1996. By discussing about the private feeling of love, lust and discussing sexuality through her poem, she invited the public into a private miseries of her life. In later years, after the death of her husband, she did not have a very happy married life, and after her husband's death, She shocked everyone. उसके हस्बैंड की जब डेथ हो गई उसके बाद इसने पूरे संसार को हिला दिया. उन्होंने बहुत ही आश्चर्य की बात की. She converted herself to Islam. वो इस्लाम में चेंज हो गई and became a Muslim. She converted herself to Islam and became a Muslim. She changed her name to Kamla Suraiya. Her name was from Kamla Das. It was changed to Kamla Suraiya. She passed away in 29. She has published second books in Malayalam. There she published 11 books in Malayalam. In this poem, now the poem which I am going to explain to you all is introduction. In this poem we find too much anguish and sufferings which she present in this poetry. Her sufferings, her behavior towards her parents, her relatives, all of them, they hated her. They did not like whatever she desired. They used to always neglect her. Do not write in English or do not speak in English. Do not wear boys' clothes. These all things her parents used to say, her relatives, her cousins. So this poem is written in a anguish and suffering ways. She expressed frankly her upbringing and his disappointment in love and her illicit love affair with other men. Because she was always in search of love. All the time she was in search of love. The person whom she was married, she was not satisfied with him. Through her poetry, she showed her dissatisfaction in marriage and life. She also presented the picture of her silent suffering in the company of a cruel man. This introduction poem, it is included in her first collection of poems, Summer in Calcutta. This is from the volume Collection of Poems, Summer in Calcutta. In this poem, she speaks in the voice of a girl. She speaks in a voice of a girl rebelling against the society who asks her to fit in and belong against her own wishes. All her wishes are her own. She can do as she desires. Now I shall read the first stanza of the poem and explain to you all. The first stanza of the poem is, I don't know politics. I do not know politics, but I know the name of those in power and can repeat them like. I don't know politics, but I know the name of those in power and can repeat them like days of weeks or names of months beginning with Nehru. The poetess, she is saying that she do not know politics nor but she know the names of those in power. पावर माने जो इस समय पावर में है पॉलिटिक्स के, तो उनके नाम उनको याद है. And can repeat them like days of weeks or names of months beginning with Nehru. I am Indian, very brown, born in Malabar. I speak 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1. She says she is an Indian, she is brown in complexion, born in Malabar. I speak 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1. Now the explanation of this stanza is that the poet begins the poem with the confession that she does not know politics. She says that she does not like politics, she do not know anything about politics, but she knows the name of those in power. But the persons who are politicians, she knows the name of those, some of them who are in power. She says, I am what I am. She says, I am what I am. She is not interested in politics, but claims to know the names of all the powerful persons, like Nehru, beginning from Nehru. She says she is not interested in politics, but she still knows the name of the persons who are in power, like Nehru. She challenges that she can repeat their name as easily as the days of the weeks or names of the month. She says, she puts a challenge that I am not interested in politics, nor I know anything about politics, but still I know the names who are in power in politics, like the days of the week or the names of the months. All the time we remember these things. So the names of the people who are in politics in power, I can repeat their names, beginning with Nehru. Nehru, the Prime Minister of India, the first Prime Minister. So she says that I can repeat the names of the people who were in power in politics. Further, she says that she is an Indian. She is an Indian. She is born in Malabar. She is born in Malabar, in a state of Kerala. It is a small state in Kerala. She is born in Malabar. She speaks 3 languages. She tells about her that she knows 3 languages: Hindi, English, and Malayalam. She is from Kerala. Her mother tongue is Malayalam. So she tells that she speaks 3 languages, that is Hindi, English, and Malayalam. Write in 2. She can write in 2 languages. The languages that is common for her is Malayalam and English. Dream in 1. And she says that only I like English. She dreams about English, that everything, whatever she will speak or whatever she writes, she will write in English. So she says that she speaks 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1. She dreams only of English. Now the second stanza of the poem is, don't write in English, they said. They don't write in English, they said. English is not your mother tongue. Why not leave me alone? Critics, friends, visiting, cousins, every one of you, why not let me speak in any language I like? Second stanza tells, don't write in English, they said. English is not your mother tongue. Why not leave me alone? Critics, friends, visiting cousins, every one of you, why not let me speak in any language I like? The language I speak becomes mine. Its distortion, its queerness, all mine, mine alone. It is half English, half Indian, funny perhaps, but it is honest. It is as human as I am human. Don't you see? Now, in the second stanza, she tells that how her family members, all of them, all her friends, critics, cousins, they say to not to speak or write in English. They say, your language is Malayalam, so you must write in Malayalam, speak in Malayalam, don't write in English. All of her cousins, friends, her parents, they say to leave this language. But she requests them, she requests all her friends, critics, cousins to leave her alone. She says, मुझे अकेले छोड़ दो. मेरी इच्छा जैसी है, जिस भी लैंग्वेज में मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मैं उसी लैंग्वेज में लिखूंगी और पढ़ूंगी. So she says all her cousins, her friends, her critics to leave her alone. She says that the language she speaks is essentially her. The language which she likes, it is her own language. She says that she has right to speak. She has right to speak 3 languages. No one can stop me. She tells, I like 3 languages. I have a right to speak these 3 languages. No one can stop me. And English is my favorite language. So please leave me all alone and let me write my poems in English and speak in English. She has a choice to write in 2. She says further that she likes 3 languages but has a choice to write in 2 languages. That was her mother tongue, Malayalam, and the second language, that was English, which was her favorite language. She does not like to be advised by anyone. She did not like. She asked them to please leave me all alone and let me speak according to my choice. She requested her parents, her guardian, and also her mother to leave her alone and let her decide according to her own self. It is her choice and born of passion. She decides to write in English. She at last decides to write in English. The third stanza of the poem, it voices my joys, my longing, my hopes, and it is useful to me as coin Is it to crows or roaring to the lions? It is human speech, the speech of the mind that is mine. And not there, a mind that sees and hears and is aware. Not the deaf, blind speech of trees in storm of monsoon, clouds, or of rain, or the incurrent muttering of the blazing funeral pyre. Now again, she is telling to her parents, her cousins, and her relatives that please leave me all alone and let me write or speak according to my choice. Kamala Das expresses that the language which she speaks and in which she writes expresses her joys, her sufferings, her rejoicings, her aspirations. She gives two examples that the crows, whenever they want to express their feeling, they also begin to caw. They caw when they want to express their feelings, or the lion roars whenever he is angry or happy. So he expresses his feeling by roaring, and the crows expresses its feeling by cawing. So why not I? I also wish to express my feeling, and I would like to express my feeling in my own language, that is my favorite language, English. She again says, she compares, she tells that the noise of the storm when it appears and the branches, how they move here and there, they shake and make various types of noise. That noise is not liked by anyone. और the burning of the funeral pyre. जब ये चिता जलती है तो जिस प्रकार की आवाज उत्पन्न होती है, that noise also is not liked by anyone. But my English language, which is a sweet language to me, it's a favorite language, so I would like to continue my language. Please, no one can stop me from this language. I will write my poems in this language, and please, all of you, leave me alone. I shall enjoy my life with this language. This is the third stanza. Now the fourth stanza of the poem. I was child, and later they told me I grew. I was a child, and later they told me I grew. For I became tall, my limbs swelled, and one of or two places sprouted hair. When I asked for love, not knowing what else to ask, for he drew a youth of 16 into the bedroom and closed the door. Now, in the fourth stanza, the poet, she says that she grew up. She was a young child, and later she grew up. When she grew up, there was a body change. The body parts had been grown up, and there were a lot of changes in her body. And after that, she asked for love. As she grew up, she had the passion of love. So her father, he married her to a boy of 16 and put her, at the age of 16, she was then married, and she was put to a bedroom and closed the door. This boy, he behaved in a very rude way, and after that, she began to hate all of the male persons. This is the fourth stanza of the poem, children. Now, I shall tell you few questions which are important. First question is about Kamala Das, the life and work of Kamala Das, the life and work where she was born, and she was what were her important books which she had written, the important awards which she got, why she had written this poem and introduction, why this poem introduction was written by her, and the great sufferings and agonies which she had in her life. Discuss about it. These are the important questions which you can write. Now I am stopping. Thank you, children.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें ताकि आपको मिले सभी नोटिफिकेशंस।